Okay.
Welcome back, everybody, to TooSweet2Delete. We are TooSweet2Delete, and the World Cup is under construction, but we are still here going to bring you a very special review of one of our very favorite shows. It's SmackDown 1000! 1000 episodes of the zaniest, craziest, most insane moments in wrestling, television, live. Speaking of which, hi.
SmackDown.
I guess we'll get to it.
Yeah! SmackDown
1000!
The unexpected of the unexpected.
Coming your way. Here we go.
Oh! SmackDown 1000! Can you believe it? Really, after all this time?
Some of our favorite moments on television have happened on SmackDown. I mean, some of mine definitely due to Vicky Guerrero marrying Edge. You got to go back to Edge having this whole full-blown, rated R superstar, everything happening.
Not even that. I mean, do you remember just being hyped up for the show? Premiering on a non-cable network.
I mean, honestly, you had to love it.
UPN, of all places.
The debut match, main event that night happening to be Triple H versus The Rock. The Rock going in for the People's Elbow. One of the most iconic moves in
Number
wrestling.
one!
Well, Shawn Michaels in the booty shorts. Wha-pam! Gotta love it. How about Brock Lesnar and Stone Cold and their rivalry, as you saw. Brock very happy. Smiling for once, going around on the four-wheeler.
Man, it was so good.
There's so many low-key things that we loved as here as critics at TooSweet2Delete. But as fans, you got to respect the fact that SmackDown Live was supposed to be the show that was going to be the B show the whole time. But you know what? That's what always made me kind of think back. You look and you say they stacked the roster. They gave them a decent channel. They gave them, even though it was brand new, I understand that, but they gave them a good time slot. SmackDown's been killing it forever, and here we are at 1,000 episodes.
1,000.
Fox Sports 1 is making deals to try to get SmackDown to bring them over. Before Raw, before the A show, if you will. So, we love our great moments. We love all those awesome things that happened at Raw that made them the show that we love it today. AJ Styles, Daniel Bryan, Shinsuke Nakamura, Rusev, all these modern guys. But let's
Usos, man.
Dude, the Usos, guys that are dominating things going on. But let's get at what happened tonight on 1000! A great episode of fun-filled things. Every old school guy came out, had something to do with the current storyline. It's really awesome. The only issue, though, is that something that we've been talking about, and something that maybe some of you folks have seen on social media, is the issue with the Crown Jewel show in Saudi Arabia. Who knows if it's going to happen? Who knows if it doesn't happen?
Well, it's being advertised that the show must go on. Let's realize that when it comes to WWE, the show must go on. It was advertised November 2nd, live streaming on the network. No placement on where it's going to be.
Yeah, but this is something
it's been taken off the calendar on the .com.
I understand that, but folks, if you've been paying attention to any of the headlines, this is a $50 million deal they did that goes back to the Greatest Royal Rumble show. This goes back to money that they're taking from a government that a lot of people don't agree with. There's a lot of rumors going on out there, of course, because the show's in Saudi Arabia. Well, no female wrestlers will be allowed. No Canadian wrestlers will be participating because their government...
I'm going to cut you off. Either way, the card's kind of stacked.
It reminds me a lot of the Greatest Royal Rumble in the fact that it will be an amazing show for all the people that are there, but is it really worth it, WWE? There's already been a lot of pushback going back and forth from the fans. And even with the roster, and people not wanting to go to Saudi Arabia,
Hey,
although that's the biggest show.
Hey, no, man, we're getting off subject here, man. We're talking about SmackDown 1000!
SmackDown 1000 and 500 minutes of it was spent selling a show in a country where women can't even walk down the street. Let's think about that. Either way, great stuff. Rey Mysterio on the card against Shinsuke Nakamura in the main event, the World Cup qualifying match. There was one earlier between Rusev and The Miz, which, I mean, we loved it. That's a great pairing. But honestly, where does that go?
It was... Come on, man. Like... 90% of your participants are now American.
Well... I mean, honestly, as far as the World Cup is concerned, there's a lot they could do. There's a huge roster, but it's kind of, I mean, you never know who's going to win. NXT sucked up a lot of people with the UK tournament, with the women's tournament. I mean, you never know who could be showing up. There could be some signees, there could be some call-ups. But, I mean, honestly, there's a bright future ahead for all of the World Cup tournaments, everything, right? I mean, you can agree. It's happening on SmackDown at least, so that's good.
The concept is very cool. I miss that about wrestling. King of a ring.
Well, I'm saying if you win some big matches, you should get rewarded for it. It's not all storyline building, getting the brass ring. I get what you mean. New Japan does it very well with a different amount of tournaments they do. I mean, I definitely respect like that every single thing other than the WWE title looks awesome right now. As far as the trophies, the other belts, the new things, that's kind of interesting how that goes. We'll see. And, SmackDown has been a big influence on that because there's been so much talent on there, and it seems like they've always kind of switched over. It's been 1,000 episodes. We'd love to leave you with some of our favorite moments if you guys want to check those out.
I mean, come on, the first episode's my favorite.
That's also my favorite. And honestly, it's one of our favorite shows. 1,000 episodes. Some of our favorite moments are what?
Like the Titantron from the very first episode. You remember that? You guys, no, not the fist. Not the fist, man. The oval Titantron, the oval shaped, that had other rings around the Titantron. You remember that? That was the actual entryway, and it was a long ramp. Later on, became that big ass fist, which I was hoping they'd bring back, but they didn't. SmackDown! It was beautiful. They got awesome then. I think a lot of fans missed that. Awesome stage entrance.
By the way, folks, 1,000 episodes is all up to us, the WWE Universe, and all of you out there in YouTube. Make sure you follow us at TooSweet2Delete. Like, comment, subscribe, follow. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, all them things.
There's a lot of those things now. There's so many things to follow.
We're also under construction, but we've got way more to come. And don't be worried, there is so much more happening in the meantime. M1, the maniacal one, Pete the Savage, TooSweet2Delete, SmackDown 1000. Here we go. Thank you.